Greetings. Welcome to our e-learning module on financial risk management for nonprofits, anticipating and planning for uncertainty. In this session, we'll explore how nonprofit organizations can identify, assess, and prepare for financial risks to ensure long-term mission success and sustainability. Financial risk management is the process of identifying, assessing, and addressing financial risks that could affect your ability to deliver on your mission. It focuses on uncertainties in revenue, expenses, and compliance, ensuring that your organization can adapt to change while staying financially sound. Nonprofits often operate with tight budgets, unpredictable funding, and high accountability. Proactive risk management protects your organization's financial stability, reputation, and public trust. It's not about avoiding risk, it's about managing it wisely. Strong risk management protects your mission by identifying challenges early and keeping programs running smoothly. It safeguards your reputation, builds trust with funders and communities, and ensures compliance across the organization. By improving decision-making and supporting financial sustainability, risk management helps nonprofits navigate uncertainty with confidence and stability. Common types of financial risks include revenue risk, the instability in funding sources, expense risks, unexpected cost increases, compliance and legal risk, the failure to meet requirements, liquidity risk, with insufficient cash flow, and operational risk, which are inefficiencies or system failures. Understanding each helps you plan mitigation strategies. Begin by reviewing historical patterns and financial statements to spot vulnerabilities. Engage staff and leadership in discussions to uncover risk that may not appear on balance sheets, and encourage team members at all levels to share insights about potential weaknesses from grant dependencies to process bottlenecks. Use structured tools to assess risk exposure, such as SWOT, SCORE, NOISE, or SOAR analysis, to identify strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Risk matrix to map likelihood versus impact, and heat maps and risk registers to visualize and prioritize risks for action. A SWOT analysis helps organizations understand where they stand by identifying internal strengths and weaknesses, along with external opportunities and threats. It's a simple yet powerful tool to guide strategic decisions and focus resources where they will make the greatest impact. A SCORE analysis helps organizations evaluate and plan through 5 key areas: strengths, challenges, options, responses, and effectiveness. It combines reflection with action, guiding teams to assess what's working, address obstacles, and choose strategies that deliver real results. A NOISE analysis helps organizations plan for improvement by examining needs, opportunities, improvements, strengths, and exceptions. It's a positive, action-oriented tool that highlights what's working, what can be better, and where to focus energy for meaningful change. A SOAR analysis focuses on what an organization does well and where it wants to grow. It looks at strengths, opportunities, aspirations, and results, encouraging a forward-looking, strengths-based approach to planning that inspires action and optimism. Organizations should choose the strategic analysis approach that best fits their culture, goals, and ways of thinking about improvement. A risk matrix helps you quickly assess and prioritize risks by mapping how likely they are to occur against how severe the consequences would be. By seeing risks in this grid, you can focus attention and resources where they matter most. Plan for the unexpected by building flexibility into your budget. Use scenario planning to model best case, worst case, and most likely outcomes. Include contingency lines for emergency funds for rapid response when needed. Diversify your funding to reduce dependency on any single source. Mix grants, individual donations, earned income, and partnerships. Diversification creates financial stability and resilience against external shocks. Explore the full spectrum of potential funding, from government contracts to social enterprise models. Understanding all available options helps identify where you may be overly dependent and where you can expand opportunities. Regularly review your top funders and assess how much of your revenue they represent. Track renewal rates, contract terms, and payment timing. This analysis highlights areas of concentration risk that could impact sustainability. Cash flow challenges are common in nonprofits. Develop monthly projections, monitor inflows and outflows, and plan for timing gaps. Consider maintaining a line of credit or using reserves to bridge temporary shortfalls. Operating reserves act as a safety net. Aim for at least 3 to 6 months of operating expenses. Establish board-approved policies defining when reserves can be used and how they will be replenished. Understand each funder's expectations, deliverables, and reporting timelines. Non-compliance can result in lost funding or reputational damage. Maintain documentation, and coordinate across departments to meet all obligations. Strong internal controls safeguard your assets and reputation. Ensure separation of duties, regular reconciliations, and clear approval hierarchies. Train staff to recognize warning signs and report irregularities promptly. When forecasting revenue and expenses, two helpful methods are trend analysis and scenario planning. Together, they give you a clearer view of what's ahead. As you build your projections, use realistic and conservative assumptions and always include a range of scenarios so your organization is prepared for both opportunities and challenges. Trend analysis identifies patterns in past data with the purpose of projecting likely future outcomes. Its strengths are clarity and simplicity, though it's limited when conditions change. Scenario planning explores multiple possible futures, helping organizations prepare for uncertainty. Its strengths are flexibility and strategic insight, though it requires more time and assumptions. Use key metrics to monitor your organization's financial position. Liquidity ratios, debt ratios, burn rate, and revenue mix. Track these regularly and share updates with leadership and the board to inform decision-making. Transparency is essential. Provide summary dashboards or risk reports that highlight high-impact areas and mitigation actions. This builds board confidence and supports informed oversight. Ensure your organization has the right insurance coverage. Review general liability, directors and officers, cyber, property, and employment-related coverage annually. Confirm that limits and policies reflect current risks and organizational growth. Protecting donor, client, and financial data is critical. Invest in secure systems, keep software updated, and provide regular cybersecurity training, because people are your first line of defense. Even one breach can create serious financial and reputational damage, making proactive protection essential. Strong IT security systems protect your organization from evolving digital threats. Key tools include multi-factor authentication, spam filtering and phishing protection, data loss prevention, endpoint detection and response, login monitoring, and cybersecurity posture management tools. Together, these layers create a resilient defense that safeguards your data, your people, and your mission. Include finance in your broader crisis response and continuity plans. Identify areas that need a clear plan, develop specific mitigation strategies for each, and cross-train staff to reduce disruptions. Establish protocols for emergency spending, communication, and decision-making to maintain stability during uncertain times. A risk register centralizes all identified risks, their likelihood and impact scores, and mitigation strategies. Assign ownership, track updates, and review it regularly as part of your financial management process. This is an example of a risk register, a tool used to track risks in a clear and organized way. Each entry lists a risk ID, description, likelihood, impact, and overall severity. It also includes the status, owner, date raised, mitigation strategies, and any residual risk to keep teams aligned and informed. Make risk awareness part of your organizational culture. Encourage staff to discuss risks openly in meetings and celebrate proactive identification, not just problem solving after the fact. To strengthen resilience, review current policies, assess your reserves, and build a cross-functional risk management team. Regularly revisit and update your risk framework to stay responsive to change. Financial resilience begins with awareness and teamwork. By anticipating uncertainty, diversifying funding, and embedding risk awareness into daily operations, your organization can navigate challenges effectively. Risk management builds confidence, not fear, so you can sustain your mission with clarity and strength. Thank you for viewing this e-learning module. Have a wonderful day.